When Super Mario Bros. 35 was announced at the September 2020 Mario Direct, I'm sure I wasn't the only one who was excited about it. Now, I love the original Super Mario Bros., and I also love Nintendo's take on the Battle Royale genre with Tetris 99. Now, for me, this just seemed like a match made in heaven, and after some time with the game, it's definitely shaping up to be that way. Especially with the ability to use the NES/Famicom or the Super Nintendo/Super Famicom controllers here. What's up everybody, Danny from the Famicast here. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Because today, we're taking a look at Super Mario Bros. 35 on the Switch with some impressions of the game overall and how these controllers work with the game. Now, as many of you already know, Super Mario Bros. 35 is included as a free download for those that subscribe to the Nintendo Switch Online service. Here, you take Mario through levels from the original Super Mario Bros., taking out enemies and collecting coins along the way. Now, taking out enemies sends them to the other 34 players that are playing as you attempt to take them out and to be the last Mario standing. Now, similar to Tetris 99, you use the right control stick to decide where you want your enemies to go, like who you're wanting to target. You can target players with the lowest amount of time left, players with the most coins, people who are attacking you, or just go to random. Now, there's one cool thing that you might not realize, that you can actually use the NES or the Famicom or the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom controllers to play this game. Now, I have a Super Famicom controller. It's exactly the same, but it's just, this looks a little bit different. But, for that controller, the targeting here can actually be cycled with the R button, while everything else pretty much remains the same with the controller. Now, the NES controller, or the Famicom controller, like I have here, is a little bit different. So, before going into play a game, you'll actually need to make sure to change the buttons in the option for the A-B combo, with B for run and A for jump. Otherwise, you will not be able to run or shoot fireballs at enemies. Now, like the Super Famicom pad, the R button here cycles through your targets, just exactly like it would with the stick. And the L button here actually lets you use the special item. More on that later. If you've already played the game, you already know what I'm talking about. But I'm really glad that this option is here for the game, and just noticed it really randomly when I was checking out Nintendo's website today. And it's actually a little less clever than it sounds too, as you can actually use these same buttons no matter what style you play. If you're playing with handheld or with a Pro Controller, whatever. Yeah, so no secret optimization here or anything, just basically kind of thinking ahead with the button layouts and stuff like that. Still, really cool, and I'm really glad that this is a thing. Now, getting back to the game, so unlike Tetris 99, and likely a way to make the game more challenging here, a timer is constantly running as you play. Now, doing various things can add seconds to the timer, like taking out enemies, that's the big thing here. But other things like getting extra power-ups or catching the flag at a high point, all these things can add time. Coins also play a bit of a part here too. Now, if you get 20 coins during your run, you can press the X button, or L, to get a random item drop. And these items are a Super Mushroom, a Fire Flower, a Starman, or a POW block, which of course eliminates all the enemies on the screen. Now, using this takes a little bit of strategy, and it can really help extend your runs here too, which is always helpful. Now, I got pretty lucky in one of my runs with this, as you can maybe see here in the footage. So I was in this castle level face-to-face with a Bowser, and there were other enemies behind him, and another Bowser. But, just with the timing, I got a Fire Flower, and then kept getting better and better items just at really lucky times, and yeah, basically was able to make my way through. And I think I actually got number 1 on this run here too. Yeah, so a lot of this is a little bit about luck and also a little bit about timing, as things can get really crazy out there. Now, there are actually 2 modes of play right off the bat here right now, the standard Mario 35 and the special battle. While the standard battle is pretty much what I described above, special battle adds a little bit more. Now, Nintendo's being a little bit mum on the possibilities here, but basically these matches provide all players with some kind of a perk to start the match. Now, this time around, the time of the release, I believe everyone's starting out with a Super Mushroom here. Now, one of the other possibilities that were mentioned was, to have everybody start out with 100 coins or something like that. Now, this changes every week, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see. There are also like daily challenges here, as well as like rankings and all sorts of other stats to check out here too. Now, there were a few other things that I noticed here with Super Mario Bros. 35. Now, first off, getting hit as Fire Mario does not revert you back to Small Mario like it did in the original. Here, you'll just go back to being Super Mario. Now, it might not be exactly true to the original, but I really don't mind that change. Now, also in the settings, you have the option to control the game with either the joystick or the control pad, or the little buttons on the Joy-Con. Now, after some horrible experiences with platformers and Tetris 99 on my Pro Controller, I know I personally just steered away from this option, so yeah, that's something that you can actually choose from in the options. Now, not to put a damper on this parade of awesomeness, but we all need to remember that Nintendo did say when they announced Super Mario Bros. 35 that this game will only be available until March 31st, 2021. God, I really hope that doesn't mean this game will just disappear from existence. I mean, the hopeful part of me could see Nintendo using this particular version as some kind of a test bed of sorts and offering this game to players for a few bucks or something like that down the road. Now, maybe it'll be so popular that Nintendo will change their mind. Maybe we'll get a 99-player version of this game, and this 35-player version is just a beta test of sorts. I mean, at this point in time, just literally 24 hours, not even 24 hours after the release, who the heck knows, but I do hope that we could see more of this game for a long time to come. Simply put, Super Mario Bros. 35 is awesome, and it's also pretty challenging too. Now, like I literally just said, it's still under 24 hours from the release of the game. Now, I've stacked up 3 #1 finishes right now, and I'm sure you guys out there are killing it too. Now, also, I'm sure that you guys out there playing are going to find lots of awesome strategies and tips that are sure to help everyone out that are playing this game. Definitely feel free to share some of those in the comments below, and also just let us know what you guys think of the game. Are you using your Super Nintendo controllers or your Nintendo controllers or anything like that to play? Sound off in the comments below. We want to hear from you. As always, thanks for checking out this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to give us a like. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. We got tons of podcasts, reviews, special videos, including some videos highlighting these Japan-only Famicom and Super Famicom controllers, and a whole heck of a lot more. Again, this is Danny from the Famicast. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.